today I will show how to create a basic animation for an object in GTA 4. So basically what we need is to create and set different bonds for our object depending on what we want to create, and for each bond we connect a different shape, so we can modify the object, the bond, and we will have a modification on the mesh that it's attached, connected to that bond. For example, here this box is connected to this main bond here, and in the animation here I make the bond spin and the box spin together. The same happens with the sphere here. The sphere is spinning because the bond is spinning. If I change how the bond moves, I will change how the sphere moves too. For example, if I move this way, you see the sphere is moving very different now. So basically this is what you need to do, and I will give a better example here. I will add another bond to this structure. So let me pick a bond here. Let me disable the auto key, and I will create a copy of this bond here. Okay, and now I have this copy. I will attach this bond to the sphere, so when the bond of the sphere moves, it will move this bond here. So here I have my new bond, and I will connect to this bond here. That is the bond of the sphere, so I will connect here. Okay, now we have this bond. As you can see, the shape of the bond changed because now it's connected to the sphere. And I will make a simple object and will connect to this bond. So I will create a toes. Let's oh my god, what the fuck. That's a big donut. What the? Let's reduce the scale a lot. Okay, now let's connect. Let's move this donut, the position of the bone. Let me center here. Oh fuck, it's very far away. Okay, it's cool. Now I will connect these donuts to my new bond. Done, it's connected. One important thing that you need to know is that each bond has an ID, and this ID must be unique. I use big numbers to avoid issues. My tries with low numbers didn't work too well, so I use big numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 0, 1, 2, 3. This is, let me see, 3. This is the number 4. The ID, the last bond created. Okay, now let's convert this to an editable mesh, and now let's make the bone be animated. So here, first of all, let me put this bone close to the sphere, closer to the sphere, and now let's create the animation for this bone. I will make it rotate this way. See, the donut is bouncing, very odd. Okay, so basically this is what you need to do. You need to create copies of the bones if you need, connect meshes to the bones, and after making out the structure you use games to export the object. Don't forget to set the materials for each new object that you are creating in this scene. Okay, now let me export. I will export here. Let's import and see how it looks. I import to beauty.emg because this is my emg file that I use to test my models. This is the object I created. Let me see if it looks correct. Oh my god, I forgot to set the X form. Z selected. Okay, export again. Here. Let's import again. Now it looks normal. Okay. Now the animation. This is the important part. We will use the Andrews OAD exporter. We will create an OAD. You can set a custom name here, but I will reuse this one here that I use for testing. And here in the object animation, we set in-game. And now comes the very important part. We need to select the bones in the order of their ID numbers. So this is the first one to select, this is the second to select, and let me see, this is the third. Okay, so I will select this one, this one, and for last this one, all based on the ID numbers of they, because if you're selecting the wrong sequence, the exporter or the game, I don't know, will ignore the bones. So we need to select the bones in the order of their ID numbers. Okay, this is very important. And here in the end-user OAD exporter, we clicking add bones. If you add in the order we selected, and now we set a name for the animation and clicking export. It will create the animation, will show here. Now we come to the open for and we import that animation. Here you go. If you try to preview the animation with open4, you don't see anything because it's an object animation and not in max will happen with layer is make him spin crazy. So after exporting the model to object, we need a script to play the animation. Okay, so just basic script here will listen for console commands, and when we send the command play all, it will clear the objects of that type, that model. It will create an animation set of that animation set here. You request animations, create the object, and he will play the animation on the object. This is the speed of the playback, startup playback. Tipo, it's like how much fast the playback will start. You use this more when you reduce this number when you need to blend from one animation to another. This parameter here determines if you loop or not. I will set to make it loop. This last one I don't know what it makes. Someday I will test and see what happens. And here I just am reducing the playback speed of the animation to 10% to make it slower. So let's test and see how it looks in game. Let's send the command play O, and here we go. We have our donut bouncing with the sphere. We have all the objects moving like in 3ds Max. So it's working. This is basically how we create a simple animation for an object to GTA 4. You also can make the mesh interact with the bones as a skin, so when the bones move the mesh will deform. This is really cool, makes possible a lot of creations. I will use this idea for the minigun that we use in my jetpack mod that will be released soon. Actually, at this moment I'm using an attached object, but it's not cool use it attached object. I will use an animate object for the minigun, so things will be more cool. So this is it, guys. Basically what you need to do is create new copies of these bones, attach the connect meshes to the bones, make the connections between bones to define what bone will move what bone, and then animate, select the bones, create animation for the bones, and you will be able to make anything, almost anything you want. Okay, basically this is what I want to show. See you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.